Okay, let's give it a minute for everybody to join in before we start.
It's starting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, then let's start. Let's be on time so that we have time for Dr. Walter. So let me start. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar, Composite Madness, the Advanced
Kính chào tất cả mọi người và may
Posterior
xin chào mọi người đến
Composite
với cái webinar là cái
Restoration
cơn
with
sốt của
Repair
bệnh nhân
Techniques
composite
and
phục hồi
Cuspid
nha khoa.
Buildup. My name is Smita, and I'm the Education and Training
Tên
Manager
của tôi là Smita và tôi phụ
based
trách
in
cái việc
Singapore. It's a pleasure to be your host and moderator today. A big thank you to our Vietnam team who is here hosting the webinar, and to Dr. Son for providing the translation for our Vietnamese participants. The session will be conducted in English, so everyone can, of course, follow along. And we have more than 470 registrations from all over APAC region. We have participants from India, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, Vietnam, Philippines, Taiwan. So we are all looking forward to connecting with you. And before we begin, just a few quick housekeeping notes. Please keep your microphones muted during the presentation. And if you have any questions, please feel free to type in the Q&A box, and we will address them at the end of the session. So today's session is very interesting. I encourage all of you to stay engaged. You can take notes and most importantly, enjoy this session because it's going to be a little bit different than the usual presentations. You will see a live demonstration happening. So it is my great pleasure to introduce our distinguished speaker for today, Dr. Walter Diaz, who will be sharing the topic on the topic. He's originally from Brazil. He brings in 25 years of international experience in dentistry, spanning Brazil, United States, and Germany. He earned his DDS from University of Londrina, specialized in prosthodontics. He completed his Master of Science in Operative Dentistry from University of North Carolina, USA. And he also serves as a researcher and consultant for Dentsply Sirona, Germany, and an adjunct professor at University of Charles Schurter University in Berlin. Dr. Walter has actually contributed immensely to dental research and innovation, with over 40 scientific publications, 1 patent, and participation in more than 40 product launches, with many of us which we use in our daily practice. He has delivered more than 400 lectures and workshops across 50 countries. You must have seen him in many countries in APAC, sharing his expertise in prosthodontics, in adhesive dentistry and composite artistry. And he can speak in 5 different languages. That's amazing, Dr. Walter. So behind his impressive credentials, he's known for his passion and his contagious enthusiasm. He has been inspiring a lot of dental professionals around the world with his knowledge and joy. So I would like to join and warmly welcome Dr. Walter for today's session. Over to you, Dr. Walter.
Wow, that was a nice introduction. Thank you so much. Generally, they don't have time for this in online sessions. Today, we have a little bit more time. Thank you so much, Smita. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Composite Madness. Why Composite Madness? Because I think all dentists should master the art of directly restoring large cavities, to make large restorations with adhesive dentistry. And today, especially in the last 15 years, with the advent of bulk fill materials that really work, we're talking about SDR. SDR was the pioneer of this category. Flowable bulk fill materials. The clinician has a myriad, has an array, many different options to restore large restorations. So I'm going to show you a very advanced technique for direct restoration of a class 2 with cusp replacement. I am already here with my aesthetic dental model, my microscope, and I'm looking forward to showing this to you. First, we're just going to quickly go over the products I'm going to be using just quickly. I'm also going to show them during the presentation, okay? Very well. So let me just share here. The composite we're going to be using is, of course, Neospectra is a composite that is very dear to me. I was involved with the development of the shade and the handling of this composite. And the story was that when I got into Germany, oh my God, 16 years ago, when I came to Germany, I started consulting for Dentsply. I said, we need a composite that's not sticky. We need a composite that, it's very, very, has a very easy modeling. And although I love all the composites from Dentsply back then, most of them were creamy, a little bit on the creamy side, which is fine. Lots of people love it. But then the culmination of this was the development of the Neospectra family. ST is for Spheratec. And if you don't know what Spheratec is, Spheratec are these big hybrid spheres. They are made of composite and submicron glass particles, and you use these spheres to make the composite, right? So when you're making the composite, you're going to mix glass, resin, and these spheres, and these spheres give the Spheratec composite a very special characteristic, which is that it's unstickable. It just does not stick. Recently, Dentsply has launched the low viscosity and the high viscosity versions. I'm not sure if it is available in your country. The typical composite is the high viscosity, the normal one, but we also have the blue ones, which are the low viscosity, and these are a little creamier, but still they are not sticky. They do not stick, and so this is an amazing composite. Another thing that I love about, so here you see the low viscosity, high viscosity, and the flowable. Another thing that I love about this composite is that it has very high mechanical properties, and it is indicated for lab work. And that's why we're going to use this comfortably to rebuild the cusps of this restoration that I have here today. All right. The polishing is just amazing. Let me see here. You can see a little bit the difference between handling. So this is the high viscosity, and this is the low viscosity. Very similar. The low viscosity has a little bit more creaminess to it, but still very, very sculptable, right? You can see here the feathering, like a feather. You feather the composite. It's a typical test for handling. And you can see how well they manipulate. So if you don't know this composite, I highly recommend you try it. It's among the top composites in the world, in my opinion, right? Okay, we're also going to be using the flowable, and the flowable, it's a one viscosity, and the flowable composite is matched with the composite, so it's the same filler particles. It's highly filled, more than 60% filled per weight. It's a very, very strong flowable, and we're going to be using it for some nice techniques later on, okay? Very good. Regarding the shade, I want to say that Dentsply is a pioneer in the trend that we have to simplify the shades. Today, you have some systems that have just one shade. It worked for posterior. I think it works really well. But Dentsply started this back in 2001, if I'm not mistaken, with Ceramax Mono. And Ceramax Mono had the M shades, M1, M2, M3. And each one was equivalent to several Vita shades. So here you would have M1, and M1 was indicated for A1, B1, C1, right? And with time, people said, oh, we don't like this M shades. Let's go to the A shades so everybody understands. And so today, all materials from Dentsply, they have universal cloud shades, meaning it's a cloud constellation of shades. So if you use, let's go back here. If you use